Hi everyone. Today's lesson is going to be on DNA. So you have the notes for this already if you picked them up from the school. If you didn't, you can print your own. I'll attach this on the lesson plan so you have the note frame for it. So DNA, remember, what does it stand for? Do you remember from the other day? Yeah, deoxyribonucleic acid. So you can put that into your notes there. Remember, anything in red you need to write down. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Now, DNA is found in the nucleus of every single cell of your body for any organism. That's true for anything. It's very long, so it needs to twist and coil in order to fit inside the nucleus. So if you look here, this is your chromosome, and then these are giant strands of DNA, and they're wrapped really, really tightly. So they twist and coil, and they line up on the chromosomes here. And the chromosomes then are found within the nucleus too. Now, it is in the shape of what's known as a double helix. The double helix is what we think of as the twisted ladder. When it's flattened out, it looks like a ladder, so this would be DNA flattened out. And we're going to learn about the different parts here for the DNA. Okay, so known as the sides of the ladder. So these pieces here, so I'm talking about these two sections here. These are the sides of the ladder. So we have something called deoxyribose sugar and phosphate. So the deoxyribose sugars are these parts here. And then the phosphate groups are on the ends here like this. Now, these make up the rungs of the ladder. This is how we can think of them. Or sometimes people will just call it the backbone of the DNA. So you do need to know sugar, phosphate, so deoxyribose sugar and phosphate. So be comfortable with that language. Now, the middle of the ladder, these make up the rungs here. They consist of 4 different bases. So you need to know these 4. So we've got adenine, A, cytosine, guanine, and thymine. So we've got A, C, G, and T. And these are how they hook up here. So remember, this part here is called what? Yeah, that's the sugar, okay? So the deoxyribose sugar, and then these parts are what? Yeah, those are the phosphate groups, right? Now, one thing you should note is that this side of the ladder, you can think of as like going up, and this one is just the opposite of it, so it's going down. So it's just like it's flipped. So the sugar and the phosphates are flipped, like they're moving in the opposite direction there. And in the middle here, we've got what's known as these base pairs. Now, one thing to note, the bases always pair up with the same partners. So A is always with T and C is always with G. Now, one way for me to remember this is I just think of GC, Garden City Collegiate. So C and G are always together. A and T are always together. So if we look here, let's double check that. Yeah, C and G, T and A, G, C, A, T. Yeah, those are all correct. So try to always remember that. Now, can't see it. Okay, so each base is tightly attached to the deoxyribose molecules on the sides of the DNA, and there's known as their weak hydrogen bonds between the base pairs. So for example, this one, sorry. There we go. So this is our thymine here, and this is our adenine here, and then these are our the sugars, and then here, these are the phosphates. Okay, and in between here, this section here, these dashed lines, those are the weak hydrogen bonds. Okay, so they're in those where the dashed lines are. Good. Now, normally if we were in class, I would get you to build DNA molecules. Obviously, we're not going to do that here, and plus I don't know what you have in your homes right now. I would also get you guys to, we would do a strawberry lab where we'd use strawberries and we would actually extract the DNA. And who knows, if we end up coming back to school in June or something like that, we will definitely do some of these labs because they're fun to do. But because you're at home, I'm going to get you to try to play one of these games. Now, they may not work for you. Hopefully they do. Oops, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this one, and I'll post the links to these on the website too, under lesson 7 here. Now this one's called Base Invaders, so you can launch the game here, and hopefully it works for you. You have to click on the flash here, in order for it to work. Oh shoot! Oh, apparently I didn't check this first. Okay, well, you need the Flash player to do this, which I have on my desktop, so I should have done that first. But if you... Yeah, you know what? Download. We're going to worry about that later. You can check out that game on your own. Or there's an app. I don't know. This is from Apple, so it's called the DNA Game. So there's this game, and basically you're just matching the base pairs. So it's just a way for you to remember it. I did get it on here. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so you are going to do this, and you have to line them up with each other, which you guys are probably much better than I am. T, 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 G, G. And you would keep on going. Now, if you get the wrong 3 in a row, you terminate, because you can only have up to 3 mutations before things won't work. But there's that. You can take a look at that. Okay, now the link to this one then I will post on the website, and hopefully it will work for you. If not, try the app, and you know what, if you can't do either, that's okay. Okay, thanks.